Alright, you guys, in this video we're going to be talking about the algebraic representations of a translation. Now, a translation basically is where you have a shape, and as the spelling goes in translation, T-R-A-N-S-L-A-T-I-O-N-S, we know that we are going to be sliding or translating a shape to a different part of the coordinate plane. Now, when we learned about slope, we know that, again, if you go on an x-axis to either the right or the left, that's going to determine a little bit about your slope and whether or not that is going to be a positive move or a negative move. It is very similar and related to that concept from slope. So if you move a certain number of units to the right along the x-coordinate, we know that we're going to be adding certain value. When we go to the left, we're going to be subtracting certain value. So again, you're going to take your coordinates, as in this case, and subtract a certain amount if it's moving to the left, add a certain amount if it's moving to the right. And up and down, of course, talking about slope again, your rise is going to be positive if it's moving up, as in this case, or adding, or if it's moving down or subtracting, it's going to be subtracting from that value, okay, of y. So let's go ahead and take a look at our first example. We have the example of triangle, and I'm going to make this bigger, sorry. Triangle XYZ has vertices of 0, 0 as x, y, 2, 3, and z as 4, negative 1. So let's figure out what the vertices of triangle x prime, y prime, z prime, remember that's what the little tick mark means, after a translation or sliding of 3 units to the right. That means that it's going to add in terms of x value, and then 1 unit down, meaning that it's going to subtract in terms of your y value. So let's see what that looks like. Now, the rule says, again, 3 units, and I'm writing this down for us when we start working. That's 1 unit down. Okay, so let's go ahead and switch over. So as we see, we have our rule, and if you notice there from that chart, we're going to say that x, our values of x, are going to increase by 3. Remember, if they move to the right, that means that the x values increase. And then our y values, because they're moving 1 unit down, that means that it's going to be y minus 1. So it may not seem clear at this moment for those of you that are parents that are listening, but it will in a moment. All right, so all that I'm going to do is I'm going to write myself a big set of parentheses so that I have room to do my work. I'm going to give myself brackets on each of these to simply contain the operations that I'm doing. Okay, so if I know that I'm going to take this value of x and add 3, this value of y, and subtract 1. Okay, that's all that means. I'm going to take this value of x, add 3, take this value of y, and subtract 1. Again, 4 as a value of x plus 3, and then negative 1 minus 1. Now this takes us back to our integer rules, way back from 6th grade curriculum. Okay, so now let's go ahead and combine these. So I'm simply going to take this new x value, that's 3, 0 minus 1, negative 1, 5, 2, 7, and negative 2, because negative 1 minus 1, negative 2. All right, so now I have my coordinates for my pre-image, and then I have my image. This is the new, so new and original. All right, so all that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my handy dandy sheet of graphing paper. I'm first going to do the first coordinates. I want to do this with a pen because it's a little bit more precise. I'm going to take this as my origin. I have 2, 3. I have 4, negative 1. Okay, so this is x, this is y is 2, 3, and then z is here. So I'm going to take my straight edge one more time. I'm going to connect these. And okay, that's one. Now remember, if I'm expecting this, the shape, the rule is telling me that I'm going to go 3 units to the right, so my shape is going to shift to the right and then down. Now, if you have this rule and then your other shape ends up here, then you know that something went wrong, okay? Because we have an idea what is reasonable, what will occur. So let's take our new coordinates. We have 3, -1. We have 5, 2. And we have 7, -2. I'm going to take these again, take the straight edge and connect these. I'm using a pen because of course it's a little bit more precise. Overdrew that line just a little bit, so ignore that. And then I'm going to connect. Okay, so if you notice here, and remember we're going to ignore my overdraw. Okay, so this 3, -1, we're going to say that this is x, and I'm going to use that. Look what I did there. X prime. 5, 2, this is y prime. And then z prime is here. Okay, so if you notice, my shape has shifted again to the right and down. Okay, and that is pretty much it with algebraic representations of a translation. You can do any one just like that. You just have to pay attention to the rule. Now, if there's any other questions, by all means, do give me an opportunity to answer that question in class. You may back up this video. Come to one of my tutorials 1 of 2 days per week. And as always, I will see you guys tomorrow.